What's up, everyone? I hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is going to be very interesting and a very funny video. So today's video is about Future and his base character Meryl Streep, and she has about 5 or 6 other characters that I'm gonna break down in this video. So make sure you guys watch this entire video because there's so many characters I'm gonna get into. But first I want to show you guys this one because this one is the most ridiculous and funny one that I have found. And it sounds ridiculous when you first hear about it or see it, but it's actually true. They try to make these things a joke, but as we know, the truth is always in plain sight. So they did damage control with this because this was the main picture going around, and they started flipping the pictures. So if you look at this picture, Future is facing the wrong way, and Meryl Streep is facing the other way. So they kind of switched them around to throw you off, but you can still see the resemblance. See, and then right here they flipped it again. And they made a lot of memes about it to try to just make it a joke. That's why this one says, when you're a rapper by day and an actress at night. So yeah, there's a lot of comparisons of them online. Here are some pictures that I found. So as you guys can see right here, they have the exact same smile. They have the same laugh. They make the same face when they laugh. And right here in the background, you can see pink, white, and blue. Because as you guys know, all of these celebrities are inverted. So that's why his base character is a female. And I understand this is going to be very hard for a lot of people to accept, because there's a lot of people that are attached to Future, and it's hard for them to accept that his base character is actually a female. So one thing I want to show you guys with this is they have the exact same eyes. At first when I saw this, I believed it. And then I did more research and I was like, I don't know. I don't think they are the same person, But then I kept looking at it and I started to notice that Meryl Streep and Future actually have the exact same eyes. So take a good look at her eyes right here. Future has the exact same eyes. I can't unsee it now. And one thing I want to point out is if you look at her left eye, you guys see how it goes down a bit? Well, this is her right eye, but it's our left. Future's right eye, which is our left, does the same thing. You guys see how the left eye goes down? Future's eye does the exact same thing. So their eyes are exactly the same, and that's impossible, you know what I mean? And something I want to say is, I don't want anybody to say, oh, they just look alike, it's just a coincidence. If you really think about it, the chances of a white woman looking like a black guy are impossible. Genetically, that's impossible. So the fact that they look alike goes to show that there's something deeper going on here. And right here too, get a good look at her eyes. Her and Future have the exact same eyes. Once you see it, you really can't unsee it. And even a verified person on Twitter said Future really is Meryl Streep's Tether. And they got almost 500 likes. And then this person said, I can't believe I've lived 28 years without realizing Future is Meryl Streep's Tethered. So I looked up what tethered means, and it's from the movie Us. I recommend you guys go watch that movie. It's a really good movie. It's like a part 2 to Get Out. So here's the meaning. It says, what is a tethered person? They're a class of people who live below the surface, and each one of them is an identical mirror to someone who lives above the surface. Two bodies sharing a single soul. And then here's another tweet of somebody that said, friendly reminder that we've never seen Future and Meryl Streep in the same room at the same time. Alright, so now I want to get into 2 other white women that Meryl Streep plays. So the first one is Patricia Clarkson. I believe she's an actor as well, and you guys can clearly see the resemblance. They have the same smile. And the second one I want to get into, which is more important because I don't even know who Patricia Clarkson is, but this one is actually very important to me because I'm a huge fan of the movie The Truman Show. I recommend you guys watch that movie. If you guys have seen that movie, this is Jim Carrey's girlfriend in that movie. she's not his original wife that the Truman Show gave him. You know, the Truman Show is basically an analogy for our society and the Matrix, and basically our reality being a show that has been scripted for us. And she's not his original wife. She's actually his soulmate or twin flame, whatever you want to call it. Because the Matrix will try to put somebody in your life that is not for you. You know, a lot of times you won't meet your soulmate right away or your twin flame. But anyways, that's another topic. So the main thing I want to get into with this is that if you look at younger pictures of Meryl Streep, even older ones, you can clearly see that that's her. You know, especially right here, they look exactly the same. And right here as well. And keep in mind that these are inverts, so they're both genders. That's why she looks like a man and Future looks like a female. And her name is Natasha McElhone. I don't know how to say that. But yeah, she was the actor in The Truman Show. So make sure you guys go watch that movie. It's a really good movie. And you might have to watch it multiple times to really understand it. But anyways, one thing I want to point out is her eyes are exactly the same as Future as well. You guys see that? So all of them have the same exact eyes. And something I want to mention is the fact that Future was born on November 20th, 1983. And as of right now, he's 38 years old. So as you guys know, death equals 38. So the fact that he's 38 right now and he was born in 1983, that's a high possibility that they might fake his death. And the same thing with Meryl Streep and all these other characters that I'm going to mention. There's a chance that any one of them could fake their death because they're linked to Future, and Future has a lot of 38s and 83s involved. And Meryl Streep does as well. Her last name Streep equals 83 in the same cipher as death. Alright, so the next character I want to get into is Mahershala Ali. He's a pretty big actor and he looks identical to Future. You know, this character is way easier to see than Meryl Streep and Future. But the Meryl Streep is the base character of both of them. And if you guys keep doing your research, you will start to see it. But yeah, right here, they look exactly the same. I don't really have to say much with this. They all have the same exact eyes. And then here we got Future, and he's doing some symbolism. And then at first glance, you might think this is Future, but this is actually Mahershala Ali. And a lot of people were posting this picture because he's wearing a top hat just like Future. So he looks a lot like Future. I really don't have to say much for this one. This one is like really obvious. And then when he has shades, you can't even tell them apart. You know, they look exactly the same. Especially right here. And this is a really good comparison because they look exactly the same right here. And I just noticed something, that Mahershala Ali is doing symbolism right here. You know, a lot of times at first glance, you might not notice the symbolism. But the more you look at the picture, you're going to start to see it. They all do this type of symbolism. And they're very low-key about it. You know, 9 times out of 10, nobody's going to notice it. And Future did it the exact same way in this other picture. Right here. But yeah, this is clearly another one of his characters. Here's another comparison. And I like what this guy said. He said, Mahershala Ali and Future are the same person. And he put this picture and it says, change my mind. Still haven't seen Future and Mahershala Ali in the same place. Same thing with Meryl Streep. She has not been in the same place as any of these characters. And this guy said, is it me or Future and Mahershala Ali are the same person? Alright, so now I want to get into this next character, which is Duke Dennis. And I believe he's a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer. I don't really know. But he's pretty big. And this person said, am I tripping, or does Future and Duke Dennis look alike? And here's a picture of Duke Dennis. He looks a lot like Future as well. Shout out to Divine Sade because she told me most of these characters. She was the first one that told me about the Future and Meryl Streep one like last year. And then this year she told me about Duke Dennis and Future. So make sure you guys go subscribe to her channel. I'm going to put a link in the description below. But yeah, if you look at younger pictures of Future, you can see it a lot more. You know, this one's pretty obvious too. And he also looks like Mahershala Ali too, if you really look at him. And then right here, Future is doing When I Symbolism. And so is Mahershala Ali. They do it in plain sight sometimes, it's so obvious. And another connection between Mahershala Ali and Duke Dennis. His birthday is February 16, and Duke Dennis' birthday is February 26. So their birthdays are only 10 days apart. And this guy said, "Where's that Duke Dennis video where he's staring at the camera to a Future song?" So apparently there was a viral video of Duke Dennis staring into the camera and he was listening to a Future song. So he's doing mockery with it, you know, the fact that he was listening to a Future song. And then this person said, "Who is Duke Dennis? Because I like his voice. He sounds like Future." Alright, so now I want to get into Future Symbolism with the music video Mask Off. I'm sure all of you guys have heard this song before. I'm going to try to show you guys a clip of the music video so you guys could understand what I'm saying. But if they copyright me, you know, you guys can just go check it out for yourself. And I will still show screenshots either way. And by the way, they copyrighted my last video, the Nicki Minaj is Cardi B video. They actually copyrighted the clip that I showed of Cardi B and Nicki Minaj fighting. So the fact that they heavily copyright that video goes to show that their fight was completely fake. I just wanted to mention that because a lot of you guys were wondering where that video was. Yeah, they actually copyrighted it, so I had to remove it from my video. But anyways, here's a clip of the music video. So something I want to clear up is the fact that I've come to the realization that this stuff is actually deeper than masks. You know, I don't believe they're wearing masks. You know, the more videos I made and the more I started realizing that they're actually old celebrities and they're all immortal, that goes to show that this is a little bit deeper than just wearing a mask. You know, I do believe the mask is symbolic to what they're doing, but it's not exactly what they're doing. You know, if they were actually wearing a mask or prosthetics, anybody can just scrape it off their face. But it's deeper than that. So I just wanted to say that because when I first started this channel, you know, I didn't know how deep this stuff actually was. You know, I was new to it just like everybody else. But now that I've been doing these videos for a year and a half, you know, I've started to realize that it's deeper than masks. So I just wanted to point that out because I don't actually believe that they're wearing a physical mask. I do believe that when they make references to a mask like this, you know, it's very symbolic to what they're doing. You know, Future is obviously putting the truth in plain sight that he has multiple characters. And the real symbolism behind this is the fact that the mask basically symbolizes that they're hiding what they really are inside. The mask is basically symbolic to the fact that they're covering up what they actually are inside because they're not regular humans like you and I. You know, I've explained that multiple times. Make sure you guys go watch my Travis Scott video because I really broke it down in that video. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. You know, make sure you guys keep an open mind with this stuff and do your own research because a lot of stuff is actually deeper than we think. And the truth is a lot stranger than fiction. So that's why it's going to be very hard for a lot of people to accept everything that I mentioned in this video. But just keep an open mind and do your own research and you'll realize what I'm saying is true. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like, share, subscribe, and I'm out.